Do you think the T-Rex was the scariest thing to terrorize this Earth? Nearly every single creature on this list could crush the infamous ferocious Tyrannosaurus. Keep watching all the way until number 1 for the deadliest, most terrifying animal in history. Before we get on with the top 10 deadliest animals you're glad they're extinct, make sure you support us and subscribe to our channel on the bottom right. After that, hit the bell button below, and we are good to go. Number 10. Terror bird. 2 million years ago, Forus racids, also known as terror birds, were at the top of the food chain. They earned their name by being, well, extremely terrifying. The species first developed in South America around 60 million years ago, during a time when quite a few other predators roamed the Earth. But terror birds? They were the largest apex predator in South America. At full height, they stood an imposing 10 feet tall. Their beaks could rip any victim apart. Their bodies allowed them to run with terrifying speed and power. And while they were flightless, they were pretty content to terrorize every 4- and 2-legged creature. Number 9. Megalodon. No list of deadly creatures, everyone, including all other animals and fish, is glad or extinct is complete without including the Megalodon. The Megalodon is by far the largest species of shark to ever terrorize the world. Its average length was somewhere along 60 massively intimidating feet, and it's believed to have weighed anywhere from 50 to 100 metric tons. And what's incredibly scary about this shark is that in comparison to most extinct creatures, its disappearance was fairly recent. Only 2.6 million years ago during the early Miocene to the Pliocene age. That means it snacked on the sea turtles, porpoises, and whales we know today. The name Megalodon means big tooth. Their teeth alone are 47 to 52 feet long, and their jaws are estimated to have exerted a bite force of up to 24,400 to 41,100 pound-feet. Everything about the Megalodon was designed to grab prey and break bone. Number 8. Gigantopithecus. The Gigantopithecus is likely the inspiration for folklore legends such as Bigfoot and the Yeti. It was a 10-foot ape that lived in the tropical forests of southern China up until 300,000 years ago. So not only were they incredibly imposing, but they had the most powerful and largest molars of any known ape, designed for crushing, grinding, and cutting through everything in its path. The Gigantopithecus was likely vegetarian and used those strong molars to cut through the toughest of plants rather than humans, but provoking it would have had deadly consequences. It's believed that one day their existence overlapped with the existence of the ancient human race, the Homo erectus, but climate change and human activity ultimately caused their numbers to cease to exist. Before we continue with the snake that could put the anaconda to shame, just hit the like button to fully support us. Number 7. Titanoboa. Not too long after the dinosaurs went extinct, the Earth had to have balance again in the form of a new, epic, and incredibly powerful predator. The Titanoboa is as terrifying as it sounds. If you are weary around snakes already, or terrified of anacondas, then the Titanoboa slithering around 60 million years ago would have given anyone an existential crisis. It's by far the largest snake that ever existed. On average, it was more than 40 feet long and it weighed up to 2,500 pounds. The thickest part of its body would have been almost as high as a man's waist. It looked like what the modern-day boa constrictor looks like, but it behaved more like anacondas do, dwelling as a swamp denizen. Any animal that caught its attention was dead meat. Number 6. Camarasaurus. Dominating the ocean and stopping anyone from venturing too deep 470 to 460 million years ago was a creature that not even sailors could picture. This is the ancient ancestor whose descendants include giant squids and octopi. The Camarasaurus was a giant orthoconic cephalopod that lived during the Ordovician period. It had a giant cone-like shell with insanely massive tentacles coming out of it, meant to catch prey. The scary thing is that it was a fairly common creature, mainly inhabiting the shallow seas of Baltica, Siberia, and Laurentia. It's believed that they were stalkers and ambush predators who waded or moved across the seafloor to capture any unlucky prey. Number 5. Smilodon. When people think of the deadliest extinct animals, the saber-toothed tiger may come to mind. Now, meet the Smilodon, the best-known example of a saber-toothed cat, a powerful predator who had nothing to do with smiles. Its name is a reference to their horrifyingly long and well-developed and sharp upper canine teeth. This is the last predator anyone wants to be chased by. When it lived in the Americas during the Pleistocene epoch, which was about 10,000 years ago, it ruthlessly hunted large herbivores such as bison and camels. They were able to support their ambitious diet by weighing up to 900 pounds. they were also more powerfully built than any extant cat. Even their jaws had a larger gap than that of modern cats, so when they encountered prey, they would kill it by holding it still with their forelimbs and biting it. Number 4. Epicyon. Okay, a wolf, but the size of a bear. Long before we had gray wolves, the Epicyon roamed North America 12 to 6 million years ago. These ferocious canines are part of the subfamily Borphaginae, which means bone-crushing dogs. Their own name Epicyon means more than a dog. And more than a dog they were. They weighed up to 200 or 300 pounds and had massive, powerful jaws that could easily tear anything to pieces. Compared to the other deadly animals on this list, the Epicyon wasn't particularly massive. But a wolf-like creature that's over 5 feet long is still terrifying. In addition, their skulls had a lion-like shape rather than resemble that of a wolf. Number 3. Megalania. Anything with mega in their name was the stuff of nightmares. There actually was a carnivorous Megapiranha species that lived 6 to 10 million years ago, and they packed some serious bite with a force that was up to 50 times their weight. But the Megalania takes the champion's belt in setting fear into people's hearts. These are the distant ancestors of today's ferocious Komodo dragons, and they only appeared around a measly 50,000 years ago. That means that the first indigenous settlers who arrived in Australia might have encountered them, and along with climate change, might have been a factor in their extinction. The Megalania is not only the largest terrestrial lizard known to have existed, but if expert theories are right, it's also the largest venomous vertebrate to ever exist as well. Since no complete skeleton has been found, there's a lot of mystery surrounding the Megalania, but the most recent estimation has the lizard 23 feet long and 4,280 pounds heavy. Their jaws were packed full of serrated, blade-like teeth. Varanids with similarly structured jaws have potent venoms, which is a hemotoxin. This venom acted as an anticoagulant and dramatically increased the bleeding the prey received from its wound. It's a good thing that we only have the Megalania's little cousin to deal with. Number 2. Deinosuchus. Modern crocodiles and alligators probably have a deep-rooted, long-forgotten instinct that still makes them fear their ancient ancestor, the Deinosuchus, whose name literally translates as terrible crocodile. They lived from 80 to 73 million years ago during the late Cretaceous period, and at a time, Deinosuchus were more than capable of taking out even the biggest dinosaurs, including the T-Rex. So imagine what it would have done to a human. Far larger than any modern-day crocodile or alligator, this prehistoric saltwater crocodile measured 40 feet in length and had the strongest bite force in the world at approximately 23,000 psi. That means that even the most powerful and strongest theropod dinosaurs, such as the Tyrannosaurus, had an inferior bite force. This beast's large and sharp teeth were made for crushing. Number 1. Spinosaurus. Larger than all known carnivorous dinosaurs, larger than the Tyrannosaurus, Gigantosaurus, and Carcharodontosaurus. The Spinosaurus is the stuff of legends and nightmares. This deadly animal's diet consisted of other dinosaurs and large fish and turtles. And if humans were around at the time of its reign of terror, we probably would have been part of its diet as well. The Spinosaurus roamed North Africa during the Cenomanian to Upper Turonian stages of the late Cretaceous period, so that means around 99 to 93.5 million years ago. It stood 41 to 59 feet tall and weighed 7.7 to 23 short tons, with a long, low, and narrow skull similar to that of a modern crocodilian, and straight conical teeth. The Spinosaurus was skilled at hunting both terrestrial and aquatic prey. That was all for today, guys. Let us know in the comments which of these deadly you're most glad that they're extinct. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel so we can keep creating videos for you. Till the next one.